everyone, it's Heather from Sequels. This new video is all about what sold in October. So if you're interested in seeing what sells for a part-time reseller on both Poshmark and eBay, then please stay tuned. Hello everyone. As promised in my last video, I thought it might be interesting for all of you guys to see what sold in October as somebody who is a part-time reseller. So if you're new to my channel, I am Heather. I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay, and I actually just added Mercari at the beginning of November. I've been on the Poshmark app since about February, but I've only been going after the business since October. And then I launched my eBay store in October and just started Mercari now. So if you're interested in reseller content, by all means, feel free to subscribe. And if you've been here before and you're back, oh my God, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So let's just get right into it. This is the first time I've done a sales video. As I've mentioned several times, I am part-time and I am a newbie. So you're not going to see, look at the $500 I made in this past week. It's going to be, look at the $400 and some I made for the month. But I think it's good to be honest. I think it's good to be real, and it's good to show where things start out at. You have to go through this basic startup work to get to those big numbers. Let's go ahead and jump in, and I will tell you what sold, how much it sold for, and how much we netted after the fees and for eBay after the shipping, because to get some sales on eBay, I do price a little bit higher and go ahead and include free shipping. So I do have to pay for the shipping there. So here we are. To start out with, the first thing that sold was an Ann Taylor long sleeve blouse. And this was actually from my personal closet. Sold for a low of $20, and after fees, I made $16.80. Next up is this J. Crew Gorgeous Plum Sophia dress. This was actually given to me, so I have no cost of goods in it, by a friend who heard that I was selling things on Poshmark and was going to take some stuff to Goodwill, so she just brought it to me instead. And this sold for $43, and I ended up making $34.40. Next up are some knee-high leather heel stiletto boots, again gifted to me by a friend. I ended up taking an offer of 20 bucks on these. I did notice after they'd been listed for a while that they had some scuffing on them and weren't in the condition that I thought when I initially listed them, so I went ahead and took 20 bucks, and so I made 16 on those. J. Crew Burgundy Velvet Long Sleeve Peplum Top, again gifted to me by a friend. So lucky with my friends cleaning out their closets and passing things along. It's a great way to start as a new seller, because you're not having to invest in those cost of goods. I took an offer of 29 on it, which means I netted $21.40. Now we're getting into some things that I actually sourced. This was a new with tags ASOS red pleated dress. I found this in the Goodwill bins. And it ended up selling for $22, and I made a profit of $16.37. So that's less fees and less the $1.23 that I paid for bins pricing. These jeans I have worn numerous times. I've been in my own personal closet for several years, and actually were something that I purchased at Burke's Outlet, so I'm surprised if I paid more than $10 for them. But again, I consider the cost of goods nothing, because it did come from my closet. I took a lowball offer of $8 on them just to have a sale and get rid of it. So I ended up making just $3.25. This sale is a rabbit fur poncho, and this was passed along to me by a friend. I ended up taking a $60 offer on this. I had it priced very high given that it was genuine rabbit fur, but after comparing some comps, I figured out that $60 was about an average range of where most people were getting anywhere from $60 to $75 for that. So I took a $60 offer, and that got me, oops, sorry, I'm just double checking because my price sheet isn't 100% on the spot for that. That got me $48 after fees. Next up, these long sleeve red pajama set. Again, this was an item that I did find in the bins, and it looks like it's in about brand new condition, though it did not have the tags on it. So I ended up selling those for my asking price of $19, and I netted $13.71 after Poshmark fees and my $1.49 cost of goods. Again, so far everything that I've mentioned has all sold on just Poshmark, because that's where all of this inventory was, as I was just in the transitioning period of starting to list things on eBay. This one is a Glory Sunshine lace mermaid dress, again given to me by a friend, something that she had bought on Amazon, so it wasn't a very expensive purchase. I ended up taking a $19 offer on this and netted $13.40. It is a hip scarf coin belt, and I sold it for $7. So after fees, I made $4.05. These boots, I sourced, one of the first things I've ever sourced from Goodwill. I paid the normal Goodwill $4.29 price on them. They were in my store for a few months, a couple of months I think, before they sold, and I realized that they were priced too high. So when I first started on Poshmark, I was doing 50% off retail, 50 to 60% off retail, and I was not checking comps. And to this day, I still I do check comps. I take them with a grain of salt though. So what ended up happening is I looked at comps and I realized that this Echo brand is not selling for as high as I thought it would. So I had them listed for, I think, $89, and I ended up lowering them to about $69. And within a week or two after lowering them, I had somebody put both pairs in a bundle, because they were the same size, very similar, square-toed, heeled boots. They put both of them in a bundle. I gave them an offer of $138 for both of them, and I ended up making $88.32 after fees. And that ends up working out to about $79.74 once you subtract that $4.29 cost of goods. Here is a item that we found in the bins. My partner actually picked it out. He goes, "Do you know what this brand is?" Because he still has a lot to learn about brands. And I said, yeah, I do, and I don't really, it wouldn't be something I would normally pick up, but we're paying bins prices, so let's try. So it's Eddie Bauer long sleeve gray button down. It did not take too long to sell, and I ended up taking an offer of $13 on it, and I made $8.82 after cost of goods and Poshmark fees. These are some boots that came out of Brent's closet. He's had them for a few years and had not worn them. They were still in good condition. We put them on Poshmark and eBay. They ended up being my first eBay sale. I did take a lower offer on them of $32, and then after fees and shipping, I ended up making $21.96. This Torrid black sleeve V-neck is another bins find. I took an offer of $14 on it and ended up making $9.82 after fees and cost of goods. These Mott and Bow jeans I picked these up at Goodwill for a regular price of $4.99. I ended up getting them because I had no idea what the brand is. They just felt like really good old-fashioned quality thick jeans. And I thought, hey, for $5 I'm going to take a chance on these because they feel like they're quality, so let's see. They seem to be a really good brand because they retail for $98, but the resale value is not what I would think them to be for $98. So I put them on for $39. I ended up taking an offer of $34 and made $22.21 net. These Jules and Leopold black floral dress pants are from my personal closet. I haven't worn them much since I bought them on a clearance rack again at Burke's Outlet. If you don't have a Burke's in your area, it's similar to like a Ross. I ended up taking an offer, put them for $14, took an offer of $12, and after fees made $7.25. That doesn't sound right. I took an offer of $9, and after fees ended up making $7.25. Gap premium bootcut jeans, again, another gift from a friend. I had them at, they sold at $14, the asking price, and I ended up making $11.05 on those. This is really where now it's all about eBay. So it took a little while after I started up my eBay and sales started to hit, and this LL Bean Fair Isle zip front sweater, I picked this up. Oh, what is her name? I will put the seller's name. I'll pop it up over here. I follow her on YouTube. Love her stuff. Sells a lot of vintage. Knows her brands really well. I just enjoy watching her so much. And I picked up this item because as soon as I saw it, it reminded me of something that would sell for her. I was lucky enough to get it at the bins for $1.23, which is my cost average bins pricing. I had listed it at $49, took an offer for $40, so I ended up making $29.82 after shipping, because I do offer free shipping on eBay. This little Scentsy Fizz, I've had this for probably 6+ years. I bought it at a Scentsy party. I have not been using it because I do mostly essential oils now. So I decided to just put it up and see if anybody wanted it. I took an offer of $17.99 for it and ended up making $9.29 after shipping. And then the last item we have here is a Coach purse, again, gifted to me by a friend. I took an offer of $68 and after shipping ended up making $57.23. So when all is said and done, I made a gross profit between eBay and Poshmark of $630.99, and I ended up making a net profit of $524.31. Not too shabby for having just been going after the app for a short period of time. Once we hit the end of every month, I download my sales report and then I start really digging into it to get a better idea of what's selling so that when I'm sourcing, I can now source to what's selling. So some of the high points of October is I did sell 4 items less in October than I did September. And I did sell on an average of $20. My average price point or my average sale was $20.86, which is up 46 cents from the month prior. So even though I did less sales, I am increasing my average sale price, which is always a good thing. $62.30 out of that total $500 and some dollars that sold on eBay, and it made up 16% of my total sales. So that is awesome. And after I realized this happened, I am still going out of my way to get into everything that was in my closet previously, my Poshmark closet, and getting it cross-listed on eBay and Mercari, because 16% is no joke. I was super pleased that that LL Bean sweater that I showed you sold in just 1 week of posting. The pajamas I showed you sold in just 13 days of posting, so 2 weeks. And those Jules and Leopold floral pants sold in just 1 week. So those were my 3 quickest selling items, which I was very pleased with. Boot bundle, the rabbit fur and the J. Crew dress ended up making up half of my total Poshmark sales because they were such high price items. So I was pleased with that. It gives me the opportunity, since some of those items were gifted to me and some of them I did source, it's a reminder to feel free to pay some decent prices to source items that you know will retail for a higher price point. So the last thing I do with my monthly sales is I break them out by category, and then I look to see what that percent to total category is. Now that Poshmark is giving us those those inventory sheets, what I want to do is see by category what I'm selling and see if I have the correct amount of inventory. For example, I am selling 20% of what I've sold have been shoes. There's no way that 20% of my inventory is shoes. If you see me on Instagram or you follow me, you know I've been trying to go out of my way to source shoes, which has not been, I'm not having a lot of luck in my area, but I think I'm going to end up doing a thread up box and see if that helps me just get a lot of shoes in inventory quick. I just think it's really worthwhile to look at that inventory and know that when you're sourcing, you're not just grabbing things, but you're also grabbing things that you know your customer wants to buy, and having that inventory proportionate to your sales is really going to help you out in the long run, and hopefully means we won't be sitting on inventory for as long. So that's the first video of a sales report. Hopefully all the editing and everything worked out with showing those pictures. We'll come up with a game plan. If you enjoyed this, please do give me a like and subscribe. And if we get some likes and some comments and some subscriptions from this, I will by all means make sure that by the first week of the following month that I can make sure that I get a sales analysis out to you. I'm doing it all the time, so I might as well put it on video and let you guys know what's going on. So thank you so much for everybody who's watching my videos. Thank you so much to all of the wonderful people who share their own journey along Instagram and YouTube. It is just so beneficial to me. I've given a shout out to a few people recently because those haul videos and letting people know about brands is just super helpful, and it really helps to get the word out within the reselling community, and it also just gives you some peace of mind when you're out shopping. So thanks, a big thanks to you, and we'll see you soon. Bye.